Hi, this is Robbie again with Tickner Photography. I've had an urge all day today to create something kind of surreal. So my idea is to take a picture pretty tight of my face and then cover with my hands and then use Photoshop to kind of merge the two images together. Thank you. So it'll be a picture of my face with or basically a picture of two hands like this with a face coming through. Might be cool, kind of creepy. Hopefully if something came out correct you can see it right here. We'll see. So let's get started. I'm going to use probably just one light here. Should be a pretty simple setup. It's going to be a dark image, black background, contrasty, and relatively simple, I'm hoping. I'm going to use a 100mm macro so I can get really tight on my face and take a bunch of shots just of my face straight on and then of my hands covering my face, and that should give me what I need to put together in Photoshop. So let's get started. When I'm doing self-portraits like this, I tend to put the face detection on so it's able to find my face and take a picture, because focus is quite difficult. Self-portrait focus is quite difficult. I really need a light meter. That's what we're getting. That's not too bad. We can deal with that. So I'm going to take a few more with these settings, then I'll move on to the hands. With this shot, it seems like you need to be looking directly at the camera and your face perfectly straight, pointed at the camera. So now I'm going to set up my intervalometer to take a bunch of pictures while I cover my face, and we'll see if I can get something that will work. Seems like with the face covering, you need to keep everything together and be standing a bit further back so you're going to have more space, more arm and stuff to work with. So a little trick I just discovered is you don't put your hands straight on your face, you actually hold them out a bit further. It makes your hands appear larger when it's covering. I guess you won't even need your hands over your face. You could probably just do something like that to get a background plate, but I'm experimenting here. And there we go. Let's go take these into Lightroom and see if any of these will work for us. So now we're into Lightroom, and I've done a first pass of eliminating photos. The problem with something like this is you have a ton of images that look almost identical, so you just have to cycle through a ton of them. I found that you don't want to chop off the chin. The bottom of your chin is actually really important. This is the final one of my face that I actually decided to go with. A couple more. Then hands. What I realized is the hands need to be pretty much isolated. They can't have your face behind them. Can't be touching your face. So they just have to be standing up in midair. You take a picture of your hands. Also, symmetry is pretty important. So you've got to get these fairly even and include some wrist. Let's see here, this is the one that I finally ended up choosing, and I've done some edits to it. So let's go look at the edits I've done. A fair amount of modification. There's the original, there's after. So a lot of clarity to make the veins and edges of everything more defined. Some contrast. And that's pretty much it. Adjusted the curve some. And now if we look at the face, I brought down the clarity on the face because I don't need the sharp defined edges when we merge it with the hand. I adjusted a few things in here. Also note I did another version of the same picture, really bright, but this is done specifically for the eyes, just because I wanted to bring in colored eyes into my final image. So now we'll go into Photoshop and we'll take a look at how this all came together. So you grab all three, open in Photoshop, as layers. Alright, so here we are in Photoshop. First thing I want to do with my layers is link them. Then we're going to drop our opacity so we can see what's going on. Oh man, it's dropping only our top opacity. We want to create a folder. Okay. There, now we can position things, free transform, maintain our aspect ratio. Something like that. I want it bigger. Whoa. Something like that'll work. That'll be pretty good. We'll have the ears sticking out over the edge. Eyes. Alright, that'll work. We'll accept that transform. We don't need that one right now. So we're going to create a layer mask on here. Going to go with black. And let's erase the things we're going to want. Oops. Let's see here. So we're going to want our eyeballs, going to want our nose, going to want our lips, and maybe like that, ear and an ear. Now we can come in here, we can invert our layer mask, return our opacity to 100%, and now we can start making some tweaks to our layer mask. Let's see here. And I'm going to come through and fine-tune everything. This is just quick and dirty. Okay. Let's clean up here. Okay. So that is a very rough draft, but you're starting to get the idea. Now we can bring in our face. So we're going to create an adjustment layer, or we're going to create a layer mask. Sorry about that. It's black, so it's invisible right now. So it will only show what we decide to paint in with white. So now, paint that in, clean it up a little bit. Don't want any pink on the eyelid. Okay, there's quick and dirty. And there you go. That's pretty close to my final edit. Did a minor crop on this one side. Something about like that. And there is a quick and dirty version of my surreal image. Let's go look at the final draft. So this is my final edit. Things are tweaked just a little bit more. Have hands, eyes, face, Let's see here, what else? I added a dodging and burning layer just to give a little bit of contrast and accentuation to certain things. But other than that, this is about it. It's pretty easy and it's really fun and definitely surreal. So I hope you found this interesting. Please like this video and comment if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.